What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are back again with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be against Jennifer. And it just started downpouring as soon as I started narrating this. Yay for thunderstorms at 11 p.m. Anyways, we're having an overused tier battle today. I know, WeedleTwineedle using overused. What is this? I'm being shofu for a few minutes. I'm just joking. Anyway, OU's fun on occasion, and I enjoy playing it sometimes. My opponent seems pretty threatening. He has Mega Beedrill, Mimikyu, landorus-t, Grid Ninja, Heatran, and Tapu Lele. It's been a while since I've faced Tapu Lele. As I'm using Druddigon, Pyukamaku, Tapu Koko, Glaceon, Magearna, and Druddigon. So, very fun and spicy squad on my part. As this is like the first time I'm using half of these Pokemon, so yeah, it's pretty fun. So there's a mouse cursor on my screen, and it needs to like go away. I don't know why it's there, and I hope it's not there for the entirety of the battle. That'd be unfortunate. So yeah, turn one. My opponent's gonna lead off with Beedrill, as I'm gonna be leading off with my Hydreigon, and I really hope I move this cursor out of the way. There's no way this is here for the entire battle, please. Not like this. Anyway, gonna go for the U-turn onto the Hydreigon. I have to move this out of the way. Come on. Just ignore that cursor. It's not there. It is not there. Why is that there? There's no. Why did I let that stay there? This can't be happening. Alright, anyway. Gonna bring in my Glaceon here as I'm baited the Heatran and going for the fire move, and I'm gonna be able to face tank this for days. And oh my gosh, this cursor needs to go away. But yeah, I'm able to tank that with the Aqua Berry and then retaliate with the Miracle. Absolutely blast this Heatran right in the face as down goes the Heatran. So thankfully that's dead. I just really wish this this freaking cursor would go away, but unfortunately it's not gonna go away. Is this gonna be there's no way this is here for the entire battle. Come on, this can't be happening. Come on. Oh my god, it moved! Yeah! Okay, now I can stop complaining about it for 2 minutes straight. And yeah, we're gonna face tank the Dark Pulse with my Magearna as the thunderstorm intensifies more in the background. So very interesting narration this time around. I know. A lot different because we're playing OU, so like there's like a thunderstorm going on. And yeah, my opponent brings in landorus-t. I should probably be talking about the game because there's some interesting plays that actually go on in this battle that actually require some sort of thinking to actually understand. But anyway, Glaceon's going to come in here and just going to go for the Stealth Rocks. This rain is actually really loud, so I would not be surprised if you guys can hear it. So, yeah, landorus-t going to go for Earthquake here, and I'm hoping Glaceon with its 110 base defense can tank this. Unfortunately, though, Glaceon is going to go down to the Earthquake. Not too surprising there, as down goes the Glaceon, and this rain is so loud, I would not be surprised if it, like, overtakes the entire narration and I have to redo it, but, I mean, if it's not that big of a deal, hearing some rain in the background, come on, it can't be that bad, right? So, anyway, you turn onto Pyukamaku and going to take some Rocky Helmet damage. Pretty cool, as he's going to U-turn out of here and bring in the Twin Weedle. Nice nickname after me. I forgot to mention that because I was too distracted by a mouse cursor. Anyway, we're going to go for the Toxic onto myself, and it's not going to work because I am just immune to toxicity. That's why all your mean comments and all your hateful comments just don't affect me because I'm just immune to toxic shit. So, yeah. Anyway, Mega Beedrill going to Mega Evolve into me, go for the U-turn onto my Pyukamaku, and I'm hoping I can tank it as I'm able to, even with the critical hit. That's just the raw power of Pyukamaku, as now Jennifer's going to U-turn out of here, and she's going to bring in her Graniqua, her Greninja, and the Beast Ball. That's totally legitimate and possible, by the way, because you can totally catch Greninja and a Beast Ball. Like, what the hell, dude? I'm not triggered at all because it's just a Pokeball, but come on, man. This can't be real life. Anyway, Pyukamaku dodges the Hydro Pump because of Karma. You don't deserve to hit Hydro Pump if you're using Beast Ball Greninja. That should not be a thing. As here, gonna get all of her health back from the recover. As now the Greninja is likely Choice Specs and likely Ash Greninja because she just switches out so abruptly, and went for the Hydro Pump initially. So she must have expected me to switch out. But here, I decided to switch out because I forgot that I have Baton Pass on this Pyukamaku set, because some of you guys may be familiar with this set. It's my Psych Up Baton Pass Pyukamaku, which I used to actually reverse sweep someone's what's that Pokemon called? The freaking, I can't remember that name, but the Shell Smashing Flying Rock type that I can't remember. Minior. Yeah, that's its name. Anyway, I'm going to bring in my Legos here onto the Beedrill, and it's going to take so much damage because it just stepped on a Lego, so it just took like half its health. That's like the equivalent of stepping on a Lego. As now in comes landorus-t, going to get the Intimidate on me, and I'm just going to go for the Glare because I want to paralyze landorus-t with my Stare, and the landorus-t is going to be paralyzed, which is going to be helpful, as now going to be able to lay up the balanced Stealth Rocks finally, and yeah, this Druddigon's actually doing a decent amount of work in this game. I have to use this in RU because this was meant to be used for RU, and then I just decided not to use it. It sounds like the rain has quieted down a little bit, so it's not as overwhelming, and I don't hear thunder in the background, but I'm sure it'll pick up later on. Anyway, gonna go for the Fire Punch onto the paralyzed landorus-t as we find out he is Rocky Helmet. But yeah, down goes my Druddigon, not too big of a deal, as landorus-t gets paralyzed anyway. So we're able to get a free switch into landorus-t, so I'm able to bring in my Tapu Koko. This is the first Tapu Pokemon I've used in Pokemon Sun and Moon, by the way. Besides Battle Tree grinding with Tapu Balanced, Tapu Lele. But that's besides the point. This is my first time using a Tapu Pokemon in competitive, and Sun and Moon's been out for 4 months now. So using Tapu Koko with, obviously I found this Tapu Koko in the wild with Power Ice. Definitely found it in the wild with HP Ice and Timid Nature. Very lucky, and no assistance needed in that. Anyway, here comes Beast Ball Tapu Lele, just throws it out shamelessly. Then again, I caught Tapu Bulu at full health with the dive ball, turn 1, so I mean anything is possible. Like, I mean, I can't even, like, I don't even want to talk about that story. That was just a lovely thing that happened to me. Anyway, in comes Magearna as Tapu Lele is going to go straight for the Psyshock, and Magearna should be able to face tank this because Magearna is like the best check to like everything in OU. Like, that's why I have it on my team, because Magearna just checks like Tapu Lele and like everything so incredibly well. I mean, it gets overwhelmed, but like it's checking Greninja, it's checking Tapu Lele. It's doing its job very well. As here, I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch as my opponent decides to bring in the Mimikyu, use its disguise as a pivot, which is a nice play. I can respect that, as my opponent doesn't really have a switch into Mimikyu now that landorus-t is dead. As now I'm going to bring in my Tapu Koko, and my Tapu Koko is actually an electric Z move, because I figured a lot of people run like Magnet and that kind of item on Tapu Koko, but I just figured why not the electric Z move, and since this was like, I made this as soon as Sun and Moon came out, this is obviously an outdated Tapu Koko set, but it's just Calm Mind with the Electric Z move. I mean, it's probably not that bad, and I'm sure it still has its uses in OU. But yeah, I figured I'd use it. Don't really get to use the Z move or Calm Mind in this game, but like, hey, at least I show that I have Tapu Koko in my arsenal, and I can throw it out against any of you guys who challenge me to OU. I also have Tapu Lele, but I probably won't be using that thing anytime soon, because that thing is just too strong for its own good, man. Anyway, Greninja's gonna go for Choice Specs Spikes. That's actually a thing that Greninja has. My opponent told me that it is Specs Greninja, Specs Ash Greninja, and it has spikes, so I'm like, oh, okay. My opponent decides to bring in Beedrill, me back in. Though if I were my opponent, I would have went for spikes again, honestly. I have no way to remove them. But now I'm going to go for the Baton Pass just to get offensive momentum, and now I'm like, wait a minute, I have Baton Pass. I should probably use that to get Switch Initiative. So I'm going to bring in Hydreigon onto the Beedrill. I am Choice Scarf Hydreigon, and I wasn't bluffing it earlier on as my opponent realized that. Anyway, gonna go for Scarf Dark Pulse, not count myself unfortunately. As down goes Mega Beedrill, is now in comes Greninja in the Beast Ball. Oh, that is not triggering at all. And Hydreigon should be able to win me the game, because Scarf Hydreigon's a really good late game cleaner if you use it properly. And I really like Scarf Hydreigon. I've been using it since Gen 5 honestly, and it's just been a consistent Pokemon. And it's usually like, it's held up to the power creep in Gen 6 and Gen 7, so I like using it. Even if it is outclassed in OU, I still enjoy, get guilty pleasure. Then again, I'm using freaking Glaceon in OU, so like, Hydreigon's not the odd one out on this team, that's for sure. Anyway, gonna go for Recover with Pyukumuku. Unfortunately, Greninja just misses the another Hydro Pump. I'm a little bit unfortunate for the Greninja, but in all reality, Hydreigon would have just won this game by itself anyway, just by sacking off something. Bringing in Hydreigon, sacking off something, bringing in Hydreigon, and then just winning the game. But in comes Tapu Lele, and I still have Magearna as well, so I don't think my opponent has any chance of winning, as here I go for Baton Pass, just to get Switch Initiative, as Baton Pass is actually really useful in Pyukumuku just alone. It doesn't even need like stat boost to use Baton Pass effectively, because it has 5 speed, so it just always moves after the opponent, so it works pretty well. Anyway, in comes Magearna, as my opponent actually carries Hidden Power Fire on Tapu Lele. I'm sorry guys, I'm tired. As a Magearna, I'm gonna go for the Flash Cannon. I love it because I'm Assault Vest, and Magearna has some fairly balanced stats. As I'm gonna go for the Flash Cannon and knock out the Tapu Lele. Down that thing goes, as my opponent's last mon, I do believe, is the Ash Greninja, as my opponent is going to throw out the Greninja. And I'm sure I could still lose this Pokemon, because Ash Greninja is a fair and balanced Pokemon. And yeah, she's just going to lock herself into Dark Pulse, Specs Dark Pulse, as it's going to knock out my Magearna. Magearna actually came through in this game a lot, because, you know, having a check to Tapu Lele and Ash Greninja was very handy And I mean, I did get worn down eventually. It still took a while, and if I had like a healing wish user or Z Memento, Magearna seems like a really annoying Pokemon if you have those tools on your team. But now I'm going to bring in my Scarfy Druddigon here, no need to waste time, and I should be able to knock this thing with my Drop-a-Draco hoodie. So, gonna go for Draco Meteor, and just, drop a Draco on his head, and, down goes the Graniqua, and we're able to win the battle with a 3-0 victory. So that was a pretty fun battle. I don't really do overuse that often, but when I do, I mean, it's pretty fun to use pretty powerful Pokemon on your team. But I hope you guys did enjoy this overused battle. If you guys did enjoy, I really would appreciate if you hit the like button, as your support means the world to me, and liking the video is like the greatest way you can help assist the channel's growth. Anyway, the question of the day is going to be, which Pokemon would you like to see me use in my future uploads? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll probably use it if I'm playing in the tier, and I have it in my Pokebank or something. I'll find a way to get it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll check you guys in my next video. Alright, peace.